Was this cute grandma spoiling or weird and passive-aggressive? Last week, spur of the moment, my husband asked if we could go spend a few days at his parents' house to see some of his old friends who would also be in town. I said sure. I had already done meal planning and grocery shopping for the next week, so I suggested we bring along our food to cook at his parents' house rather than letting it spoil in the fridge. His parents eat mostly microwave meals, hate cooking, and have historically found it stressful to accommodate my diet. I have a meat intolerance, so eat mostly vegetarian. I thought this would make it easier for everyone. A few hours later, my mother-in-law called and asked what she should buy for us from the supermarket. I said, nothing, and explained that we would be bringing our own food. She seemed relieved. Then she asked what food she should buy for our 2 young daughters, and I said, nothing. They eat what we eat. Fast forward to that evening. We arrive in time for dinner, and I make a stir-fry, offering some to my in-laws who say no thank you. They've already eaten. But then, just as I'm bringing food to the table, my mother-in-law produces a plate of chicken nuggets. I assume they are for her, but she says, no, they are for my daughters in case they won't eat that dinner. I say, I'm pretty sure they will eat it. It's one of their favorite meals. As I predicted, the girls ate the stir-fry, politely took 1 nugget apiece, and I thought, okay, she was just trying to be helpful, but now she'll believe me. But when I opened the freezer, I saw it was completely packed with every imaginable convenience kid food. Pizza rolls, Hot Pockets, corn dogs, etc. All of it unopened and clearly purchased just for our visit. And at every single meal, my MIL silently prepared those foods for my daughters along with whatever I was making and served her food with running commentary. What's that you're eating? Bean burritos? Here, I made you some SpaghettiOs. Do you want some of those instead? One morning I woke up to overhear my younger daughter asking for oatmeal for breakfast, while my MIL offered donuts instead. I want to be clear, I am far from a health nut. I love a tater tot. We keep fish sticks in our freezer for nights when I don't have time to cook. But they are our backups, not our preference. I definitely don't understand why someone would go out of their way to hype up a corn dog to a kid who was already eating salmon and carrots. It's not even like my mother-in-law was trying to create a familial connection by feeding my daughters homemade fudge from a beloved great-aunt's recipe, something I totally would have understood. Like, what joy does she get out of providing bagel bites? By the end of the weekend, I was pretty annoyed. But when I brought up with my sister how weird I thought my MIL had been, she said, wait, no, you're the weird one. You brought groceries to cook at someone else's house? That's so rude. Your MIL was probably looking forward to spoiling her grandkids, like all grandmothers do, and instead you rolled up with your own refrigerator. Her comments made me stop and think, and now I'm genuinely curious to see what you all think. Which one of us was behaving weirdly that weekend?